Sharma's made 17 and watch Virat Kohli make 44. Shikhar Dhawan out for 4.
8 boundaries. Captain's into the attack. He's on. Second spell, he's bowled 2 overs, went for 10. First time he's captaining Sri Lanka in an ODI. 21st Sri Lankan ODI captain.
How many on the ground? Sri Lankan captains have a habit of being on the ground these days, not as captain.
Oh, I think there's less because couple did get injured, one suspended. There's Matthews, Tirimana. We're down to 3. In the last game we had 5.
Tell you what else I remember about this ground. I remember a series of matches back in 2002. The slow ball, he's picked it up well. The 2002 Champions Trophy. I'll tell you about it in a moment. The first 10 overs belong to India though here, after that early wicket.
Yeah. Shikhar Dhawan, Sri Lanka would have been happy to see the backup in right throughout the tour. He's been the one. Virat Kohli though, he's been pretty silent. I mean, in the test matches he got 100. But today he's decided to walk into the ball. That's Rohit Sharma. It's the front foot, pull off the front foot.
Well, does he control that ball well or what? Did he flap at it or did he control it? I'd love to see the replay on that, but he's played it well fine of the fielder at long leg.
Was surprised. Just think he was not in control at all. Because he's not looking at the ball, so it's difficult to say that he was in control.
Lovely bouncer to bowl the right on top middle stump. He's got a bounce. He's got man back and deep back with square one at long leg. It's noticeable in the West Indies. Every time Virat Kohli came into bat, Jason Holder would set a field and start to bounce him. Got irritated by it, I must admit. Or down the leg side will be a wide. Right, I remember those 2 games in 2002. Russell, when you and the Sri Lankan team did what all the bullies in our neighborhood used to do, batted and refused to bowl.
That's how we usually do it.
Just batted, didn't score enough, and then said, "Nah, I don't think we'll bowl." And so you got to share the Champions Trophy with India.
We shared it with you. It was ours.
You shared it because you only batted and didn't want to defend the score. What I also remember in those days, Russell, was that this ground didn't drain too well. It's very close to marshy land. It rained, it soaked in the water. That must have changed.
It has changed, but what has also changed is that they cover the whole ground very quickly just to make sure that the drainage does not cause a problem. But in 2002, we had a reserve day. That's what you're talking about. Sri Lanka batted.
Yeah, you batted again on the reserve day and didn't bowl again.
Now, we continue the game. But in 2002, we started a fresh game. And our captain in those days was very, 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 very good at winning tosses. We always batted first here.
He was a bad first ground, actually, I must tell you. This Premadasa, with the Ketarama then became the Premadasa, was always a bad first ground. In recent times, it is track being relayed, the outfield being quicker. It's become like any other ground where you're happier chasing.
Sanat Jayasuriya was the captain. He's on 49, Virat Kohli. The teams also with T20 coming in are now very adept at chasing scores down. In the past, the mentality was get the runs on the board. You get 250, you're winning 9 out of 10. The mentality, the approach of a lot of the players is very, very different nowadays.
50 for Virat Kohli. It's come very quickly. 38 balls. He's dominated the cricket played so far. He's dominated in his own style with some powerful drives down the ground.
Yeah, everything India have done today have been on the back of Virat Kohli. He won the toss. He wanted to bat. And he's showing everyone how to bat.
It's 41 minutes in. He's ensured that India is scoring at 7 and over. Even this over, 10 from it. Malinga still waiting for number 300. Controls this one well and well enough to keep strike. 11 came off the over. After 11, India are 78 for 1.
Your screen is your window to the world. So why wouldn't you want one that's virtually borderless? With millions of pixels worth of detail. So whatever you're viewing, there's no limit to where it can take you. The Dell Inspiron 7000 with an infinity display. As real as it gets.
Fastest 50, his fastest as captain as well. Very urban surroundings compared to where we were at Palikeli.
Central Colombo, that's what you see down there.
Another thing I remember about coming here is I'd been sitting in the press box was in the open that day, and Tendulkar got his first ever one-day 100 there. Then went on to get another 48. Here comes Akila Dhananjaya. Right now he's bowling to two batsmen who are set. He's also bowling to batsmen he got out in that first game in Palikeli. I promise you that I spent a lot of time watching him, studying him after that first game. They thought he was an off-break bowler and were taken aback when he got them out with googlies.
What else do you remember, Harsha, coming out here? Do you remember any test cricket? Anything about test cricket?
Ajay Jadeja was reminding us, he said he was 12th man and he ensured he wasn't on the ground all the time.
I was the Sri Lankan 12th man.
952 runs in a test match. Jeez, didn't they want to win it? Okay, let's keep our eyes open on this guy now. Is he going to bowl off breaks, leg breaks? 3 off breaks now in a row. And the call is for 2. They should get those. It's played slowly enough, and that meant that long leg had a big chase, so they got 2 quite easily.
They're right into the gap. Different conditions for Akila Dhananjaya to bowl to. St. Servatius College in Matara. They are the under-17 champs here in Sri Lanka. They played the finals yesterday. They've been treated to the ODI down here today. This is Colombo. They're from down south, so that's at least a 4-5 hour drive. And St. Servatius, by the way, is a school that Sanat Jayasuriya went to, and our 4th umpire, Ruchira Palyaguruge, who proudly came and told me,
nice, good bowling, Akila.
That's my school team. I've got them down here.
Your school won anything? I was told an old boy scored a dashing 2 the other day.
We won everything. Rugby, basketball, over 40 cricket, under 40 cricket.
Over 40 cricket. That's a first for a school. Can you imagine? Principal of the annual day saying we are champions of over. Growing. What will be India's score though? Less than 300, more than 300. At the moment, they're going just a tad under 7 and over. Dhananjaya's first over only 5, and we're seeing another bowler. Well, I wonder if this is going to be Malinga style. He's captained in T20 before. We're seeing a 5th bowler already, and this is the 13th over. Wanindu Hasaranga, the leg break bowler.
He played the first ODI. 19 years old.
He got that hat-trick. Sri Lanka have a sixth bowling option in Dhananjaya De Silva. And they have Milinda Sirivardhan as well, so they have 7 bowling options actually. Correction, there's not Dhananjaya De Silva. I saw Dhananjaya on the board. That's Akila Dhananjaya. So there's no Dhananjaya De Silva today. So 6 bowling options. We got a kite on the ground.
The fourth umpire hasn't been flying kites. That's my school colours on it.
Kite. I'm still imagining the principal standing up at the annual day saying we as a school are the over 40s champion.
Well, Harsha, may I remind you were talking about an old boys' comp.
There's another one. Marcel Arnold also, if he's took 3 wickets in that over 40s game. That's a good shot. Bit of a chase for the man in the deep. He'll keep it down to a single.
It's good fun flying kites. Do that as kids.
Literally or metaphorically. Now the leading run scorer in one-day internationals in 2017, Virat Kohli. Looking good today.
How easy was that? It's the position that Rohit Sharma gets himself into that loves him. Pick those spots. You ever done that?
Yeah, Hyderabad is a huge city for flying kites. Well, that's played fine. That's beautifully done. And that gives you an idea of the speed of this outfield. Fielder was never in contention at all.
He got it so fine. Wow, he watches it all the way, Virat Kohli. Another 37 overs to come after this. If Sri Lanka don't get him out, I'll tell you what, that projected score, which has 10 runs and over, is on the cards. The way Virat Kohli is finding those gaps, finding the timing, gee, it's going to be a treat.
Good stop. Keeps it down to a single. 8 came off that Hasaranga over. It's 91 for 1.
Johnny Walker, The Journey. Keep walking. Every heart has its own beat. Why did I stop listening to mine? Why did I leave my passion behind? I started up again and made my mark, my signature. So what are you waiting for? Log on to signaturestartup.in.
Lasith Maling is Sri Lanka's captain today. You know, Harsha, in the last 3 months, Sri Lanka and India have faced each other in 8 games, including the Champions Trophy. And this is the 6th captain they've come across. Wanindu Hasaranga, he's back into the team. 3 changes. The other players in Malinda Pushpakumara making his ODI debut. And Dilshan Munawira, who will open the batting. Dilshan Munawira has played T20 cricket. And they replaced Dinesh Chandimal, who was injured. Dushmantha Chamira has been left out. And Chamara Kapugedra, who was the captain in the last game.
Yes, he was part of that seemingly inexplicable decision at the time. Grew more inexplicable as the game went on, of winning the toss and batting first. So Dilshan Munawira.
6 batsmen. Milinda Sirivardhan at 6. And Hasaranga at 7. There's not a lot of batting either. Hasaranga is very new in the game. He's very good at under 19 level, but he's got a lot to learn. Whatever score India get here, Sri Lanka have to chase it down. With that top order coming into it. sign of a good bowler. It's good conditions, very good batting conditions, and he's the only bowler who seems to be able to get some respect out of the batsman.
Easily for four. Way too short, and the batsman had so much time to even choose where he wanted to hit the ball. And really, he knew all he had to do was clear mid-wicket.
Was that my fault?
No, as long as you're not bowling it, no.
Well, he saw him coming. Rohit Sharma comes at Akila Dhananjay, and that's why he changed the length. You're right. It's an easy pace pitch.
Now the fielder there, he'll watch it soar over for six. Just looked in contention for a while and then said, no, I'm at the airport and watching the planes go by. 102.
Johnny Walker, The Journey. Keep walking. अगर boldly खेलेंगे तो कभी ना जान पाएंगे. Royal Challenge Sports Drink. Make a bold move. McDowell's #1 soda. आज बनाओ #1 यारी.
So India having won the toss, batting and scoring at 7.3 and over. 4 and a 6. A short ball over mid-wicket and a full ball over the boundary at mid-wicket as well from Rohit Sharma. It moved up to 36. The commentary box, Neil Gavaskar and Roshan Abhisit.
Thank you, Harsha. Certainly Sri Lanka having a problem here. India really dominating. Another one, this time through extra cover. Has gone for 4. What a start to the over. That wasn't great fielding. And in the end, a boundary.
The 100 partnership coming with that boundary. This is wonderful shot again from Virat Kohli. Just making a little bit of room for himself to play through the covers. Look at the way that left foot opens up just a little bit to allow him to play a little wide of extra cover. This is now turning out to be a bit of a competition between Rohit and Virat. You hit a boundary, I'm going to hit a boundary. You hit a 6, I'm going to hit a 6. There it is. Not quite a 6. But this is like net practice, Roshan.
I wouldn't want to comment on that, Sunny, but they're making look batting very easy. That was a very poor delivery and mid-wicket open. And in the form Kohli is in, he'll just enjoy himself. Well, that's a good comeback. It was tossed up a little bit more. Virat Kohli almost yorked himself. So he's gone for 2 boundaries. The first 2 balls and then a dot ball. Singled out deep point.
Well, 378 is the projected score. If India keep going at this rate, they're scoring at about 7.57 runs and over. A little slower, they get a 323. But will there be a let-up? How soon will there be a let-up? Or will there be a let-up at all? Both these wonderfully talented batsmen are just toying with the Sri Lankan bowling. It's a very good pitch to bat on. So there's not much that the bowlers can do. If not the boundaries, they're taking the singles. 113 for 1 after 15.
A pause is for camaraderie. Because life is in the pause. Take the time for all the things that truly matter. Black Dog Sparkling Water. Let the world wait. अगर boldly खेलेंगे तो कभी ना जान पाएंगे. Royal Challenge Sports Drink. Make a bold move.
113 for 1. Virat Kohli has completed 2,000 runs in ODI cricket versus Sri Lanka. He becomes the fifth batsman to do so after Saeed Anwar, Jamamul Haq, Sachin Tendulkar and MS Dhoni, who's playing in his 300th game today. In fact, he becomes also the quickest to complete 2,000 runs versus Sri Lanka in ODIs. Just 44 innings. Dhoni in that 45 innings. Kohli seems to be enjoying the Sri Lankan bowling. 113 for 1. Partnership now. 107 of just 84 balls. Kohli has raced along. He's got 68 of 49 balls. Rohit Sharma has been good, but he's been overshadowed by Kohli. Pushpa Kumara. Bowls generally slow through there. Remember him bowling in the low 70s in the test matches. He's continued doing that.
Kamale.
38 of 36 deliveries for Rohit Sharma and 69 of 50 deliveries for Virat Kohli, who's on strike now. He took 5 balls to get off the mark, so there were 5 dot balls. Now he's gone for the big one and it's gone over the long gone boundary for a 6.
Excellent use of the feet. Virat Kohli just looking ominous with the way he's timing and also striking the ball, hitting the middle of the bat, timing perfect, and went over long on.
Well, there was a fielder there at long on, but he was just a spectator.
There's no doubt that this is a good toss to win. The pitch looks good, but I think the Indian batting has been outstanding today. They've dominated the Sri Lankan bowling. Oh, that was an edge. It's running down to third man. It's worth taking a look. It's gone for 4. And a definite edge.
Well, was there a hint of turnover there? No, not really.
No slip, so there was a healthy edge. Beaten somewhat in there. A rare victory for the Sri Lankan bowler. So he's conceded 13 runs in the over. He's gone for 28 in 3. It's 126 for 1.